I see you got a...
Who's asleep amidst the trees? That's all it's swinging in the breeze. The Witcher killed a monster! Hey! Sir? Yeah?
What brings it to...
Wouldn't mind a look. Farewell.
are doing business.
Ah!
Stop!
Son!
Next time,
Son!
try and be more careful on dressing the stiffs. The coat's tough to sell when it's got blood all over the marble fur collar.
I saved being gentle for when I diddle your mum's twat. If you don't want it, the Baron's man will buy it.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Nobu.
I believe I ate something terribly.
By order of the
Any
hierarch,
needs, master?
whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him or her.
Welcome. Welcome.
What have you got there? So...
Top no...
Show me what... So long.
Don't you fear the pirates?
How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place.
By order of the hierarch, whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside
Sure nice. Leave us be, we beg you.
won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip you off.
Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! Sit with us, Witcher.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The Griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the
Milton de Peyrac Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnful. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection,
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect.
we are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the
They's a coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular punch and duty here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where...
Seems to me they're unmoved.
You tried, my friend. We've talked enough. I challenge you all to combat. By my honor. For Toussaint. For Beauclair. By the crane, defend yourselves, harlots brutes.
Pathetic.
Get yourself, scoundrel!
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the skunk.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no.
Ah, it is true what folk claim.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's...
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. The bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also...
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't...
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The beast could be a threat to others, not...
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Bait
The beast is clever. It evades all...
an experienced tracker. This is what we need. With
Beast wields black magic?
the first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect. But of this beast, nothing is known. Save...
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't...
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a
So you accept the contract?
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land.
Ready to go. Soon as you're...
Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint! Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron! Guillaume, watch out! My sword! I kill the monster!
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume.
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he...
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted.
A giant this close to human settlements?
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath. Rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows.
So he came back down?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowland. And
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay... Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience?
None. In Tucson, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity.
you don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice.
Securing the area? Better go there now before...
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmarin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk. Especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
Knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Got guests. Careful. Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Footprints. See them? And a rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say. Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Gonna dive in, check the other nets. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children.
One thing. Found a
Delacroix? It cannot be.
Seems so.
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was...
Foes.
He did. But I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt.
I understand.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Tucson.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd fear... I've returned too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
That's it, Roach.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Tucson.
Oh.
Killer from the north, they say. What? With no lads?
Excuse
you? Of course we have. Bravery's not enough against the beast. Queen's daughter of ours.
Ducal clerk's looking for help. Good coin to be made.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us.
But why do I not detect...
No soup today, on account of there being...
This corpse is precisely why...
We invited too.
Like Milton said, I've come from the north.
Yes, yes, but who are...
Geralt is a witcher, a master of his trade.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen.
Ask Geralt, please.
Must have been early in the morning.
I stepped out of my hut.
By my troth, to the point. Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy?
Not a soul around, just...
What did you see?
I saw a head popping.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They had a hard hole.
Need to examine the body.
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled...
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a moat.
While you were gallivanting about the north...
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an...
It is no secret. The Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off...
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can my...
Such are the times. Today's not...
It's true what they say. God sent...
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I Not coming with?
Some sort. Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story.
Ah! Oh, dear fellow, with a fist of... no...
Could replace them with some...
Replace Craig?
Show me what... Thanks.
You! What the devil are you doing?
The dangles that visit
Oh, dear.
they come but to point.
Ah!
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Spores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good. Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like. Except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. Killed with a single blow. In the cellar. Gotta be. Claw wounds. From 5 separate claws. Spread of a small human hand. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Black blood and moon dust. Could be a lifesaver. footprints. Small, bare feet lead deeper into the cellar, hurled against the wall with great force. Used this to batter down the grate. You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Stink. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the... How's this possible? Still warm. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive. Examine the tissue more closely later. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something... Elf-Guardian Florins. If the murderer did this, means... So, murderer was... But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the...
these prices? I must have drunk a crazy potion.
Hello, cheers, howdy to...
Mind if I... See ya.
Slips. My back aches something.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
Up, shoop, dum, da, re, re, up, shoop.
As we speak.
Watch it!
Kitty, kitty. Row. Meow.
Do you like it here?
Prices are the best this side of the Yamir.
Oh!
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? And who would you rather have?
A man of virtue.
I must agree. Now, that will do for... Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry...
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells buzzing from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the...
Guillaume, the young man.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised.
Great love demands great...
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this. Damn it. We have to help him.
For honor! Onward!
Alas, the lightning! The beast keeps its foul gun! Let loose the roar takes nothing! Down came the Witcher in one mighty bound to give flight to the beast! Its plans confound! It's thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood. For nothing in this struggle can come to any good. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold.
Master Geralt, do...
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikemen, see to the beast.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm...
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains.
Geralt, we must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly... honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. If we could turn back time, we... Ah, the very man we would entrust with his talk.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the river...
Do you mean to insinuate the
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Are the legends true? Do Witchers...
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the path, I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are like. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be...
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace.
Is it now? The Chancellery is bungled, yet in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course, but as... Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city, there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures thereafter. With the first murder, terror gripped the city.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way.
Do you believe me, an amateur? Not hands, but...
His body was found in a gutter. Dressed...
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him...
It's not out of the question.
How did...
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many...
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchant.
How'd he die?
Quite unusual. He had died...
So he died suddenly.
So it...
So...
The same could...
He made a very...
Found a coin.
Delacroix loved.
Lots of similar...
These were honorable men. We are horrified.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue.
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues.
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. My
honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town.
Let's think.
Milton mentioned something. Hang on. Strange circumstances.
Could it be that simple? Is
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Perrin, Crespi, Delacroix.
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast. Your Grace, we need to find...
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the Hare, hiding somewhere, waiting.
We must call off...
First and foremost. Damien, order the garden. And you, Witcher, follow me. Horses? Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I said... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
The wind. Clear a path! Clear the way, I said! ahead.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. Second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt... You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish.
The unicorn.
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you... Turns around, over there.
Golden fish.
Please, Geralt. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that... All clear?
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try.
But this is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
Wait.
Do you really wish to have...
Hush, or you'll spook the...
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin...
Who...
Stay calm. Shh. Calm down. Easy now.
That's hardly...
Flagrant sirs, we must teach...
Wanna fight?
The chick at him, Ted.
We shall teach you manners.
The man needs to be taught a lesson.
We shall teach you manners.
He's a cheat, a cat. You shall regret your dishonesty. He's a cheat, a cat.
We shall teach you manners.
He's a cheat, a cat. You shall regret your dishonesty, Nut. He's a cheat, a cat.
We shall teach you manners.
He's a cheat, a cat.
Come on, come closer.
Defend yourself, rogue!
Ha! I hope you've... If not, we're a...
Fuck a dude. No rematch. Got no... Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete collapse of social norms.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes?
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering.
As the moon is heavenly coursed up trace, when a soul of good...
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
Disgraceful.
Useless. She can't possibly see a thing.
What? Who says
Is it true? In Novigrad, they eat tripe in oil. Yuck!
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. Or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt!
Got a key and...
I've another. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed up.
Is it about someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but...
Pretty clever.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door.
Greenhouse it is then. Wait here.
What's that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Let you kill again.
to stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in months.
How's this even possible?
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly in somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but...
I'm sorry. What happened?
No need, Geralt. Bygones. Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn, though you must certainly recall that...
So that's his name.
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is...
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's...
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent
Everyone's got their reason.
Perhaps you should.
Mean to suggest Dettlaff?
I merely suggest he's not a bloodthirsty monster who murdered. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you... Remember the year 964? Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children would...
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200...
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus...
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it.
Terribly noble of it.
You do not have a Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff. He chose the latter. Regenerated.
Probably same thing it means to a human.
Much more than that.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire in point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns at it.
Gotta find him.
Well, we share a cause then.
Not entirely.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not...
All in all?
Let us find him.
Fine. All right,
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must...
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before the...
Sus!
Good sirs, we must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Hey, correct.
Sleep hard,
drink
comes.
Oh, and wine makes you sleepy, ergo wine sleepy.
Sir, a letter for you.
Letter?
Can't write.
Here.
No, sir.
My dear Geralt.
I hope all is well. Whatever is keeping you busy, the tome's author claimed... I don't know much else, but
I suspect that alone might... I mean, please...
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Whoa! Show me. Need to get going.
I say, is that Garrett? Garrett... My eyes were not... Ah. Which... But alas...
Rare.
Ah. A few crowns less. Yes. That amount...
Do my... That close.
Quite...
One false move and you will regret it.
I lent you coin for wine.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody's small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Triss sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Dolmlivde, Valley of the Nine. Site marked on the map's all wet now. Sonratur flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location. Explore the location.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty, by order of the Dutch. I previously served with distinction.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil.
Oh, in that case.
Great. Cannot. Vineyard comes across as
Baron Rossel.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great... He never hesitated. Monsieur Bolius, sadly...
Shame that.
Not at all.
Vineyard
Baron?
He was...
No, he never... Monsieur, sad...
Shame that.
Not at all.
Mine.
Not in the least. Behold, sir...
Pretty vast.
Indeed.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Follow me, please.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close. and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Boleus, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
I'd rather be an eagle than a quail.
The cellars, voila.
Yes, I should.
During Monsieur Boleus's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Quail. Yes, I should. If I only could, I truly would.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom.
Not a bad...
At the with that if...
Think I'll... mention...
Almost...
Been thinking about...
If I might... Not...
It's in you.
High... Is there anything...
Got these...
Oh, yes. The way I...
My...
Ad...
Good.
Immediately, sir. Will you be needing a...
In my...
Of course.
Then send...
Of course. Will...
Starting to get...
I agree.
Starting to...
I agree.
Starting to...
I agree. Yet I would urge...
Thanks. Renovations.
Superb enough news.
If you...
How might I...
Starting to...
As you wish.
Feels...
Indeed,
Thinking...
Excellent.
Great.
True indeed.
Could you...
I know...
Fine.
Of course, at all. Is there anything...
Along...
I agree.
Yes.
It's... By this time... Is there anything...
Was...
Oh, but that...
Yeah.
I can tell. Is there anything...
Started...
What a...
You know...
Oh.
My roach...
I shall get to... Will you...
So...
Well, you're...
Good idea.
The idea is...
If you don't mind...
Of course, sir, as you...
Feel...
With the utmost...
Thanks. Renovations come...
I am delighted. You must for...
Sure.
During the time... And then he ran straight into the crowd. It was not...
Sounds like...
It was...
So tell me, Bar...
This year is up. Isn't it, though?
Thanks.
Dead silly. My...
Looks like rain. Strange. Something behind this wall, I think. Laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.